Round number one continues as another former IWA World Champion, younger brother of Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, makes his way to the ring. Doug Gilbert sporting the IWA Japan t-shirts. No real affiliation with IWA Mid-South, except that both promotions promote death matches and they're both called IWA.
He spent a lot of time in Memphis, not mistaken.
Yes, he did.
USWA champion.
Competed in the early days of Eastern Championship Wrestling.
Followed again by a crazy black man.
You know, Jerry Lawler was like a 48-time USWA champion or something.
Kidding.
No, seriously.
That's way too many title changes.
He would drop it like every week to like Sir Mo and people like that. Bored.
Dude, I wish his music was cooler like his brother's.
Oh yeah? His brother does have cool music.
Hey, you know, one time, I believe it was either for the Wing organization or IWA Japan, Doug Gilbert and Eddie Gilbert were both competing under masks as like movie monsters. One of them was Leatherface, one of them was Freddy Krueger, and they decided they were getting shorted on pay and went out and did their own angle in the ring. And just sort of unmasked themselves in front of the crowd, grabbed the mic and said, "We pledge our loyalty to Giant Baba and All Japan Pro Wrestling." And Baba was like, "What?" And like didn't give them jobs, and they eventually went back to that promotion that they quit on the mic. But that was an entertaining thing that tape traders can try to dig up as well.
That'd be cool.
Giant Baba said, "All right, cool."
He's like, "Yeah, I don't really want you in All Japan, but thanks."
Whenever I see black guy in hockey jersey, I think Kingdom James. That's probably not him.
Doubtful.
Yeah.
Ox Harley makes his way to the ring.
Oh, my Henry Black guys wearing hockey jerseys.
Really?
Could be Kingdom James.
Who's that guy that comes with him? Is that just like security? Like
Oh yeah, they're just flanked by security.
I thought he was managing everyone.
Just so the crazy ring rats don't rush the ring on Ox Harley. He got a lot of action back in the day.
What's sad is everyone in the audience has at least 100 to 150 pounds on every member of security. So I don't think security at this
More to
venture
love.
would be a
restaurant in New Albany is never going out of business.
Yes. Restaurant, just like McDonald's.
Yeah, I forget, yeah.
All right, Rico Beatty with the ring introduction.
Let's go swap it.
Very confident smile on Doug Gilbert. Ox Harley currently competing in Southern Indiana for a promotion run by Jerry Wilson, Hoosier Pro Wrestling. So he is still active on the indie scene, although has not been in IWA for quite a few years.
Columbus, Indiana?
Yes, Columbus, Indiana.
Okay, I don't know if anybody else picked up on this but me. Does anyone notice that Ox Harley looks like a fat Brian Austin Green from 90210?
I've never actually made that
Look
connection
at
at all.
Leave you
the
alone
face.
on that.
Yes, he's a fat David Silver.
He busted out his nice shirt for the deathmatch tournament, though.
Yes, it's only got one hole.
His best white t-shirt. Poor Dean Baldwin.
Of course, some fans may have heard of the Doug Gilbert list, which would be Ian Rotten's personal list of guys that he's really pissed off at that he will never allow back in IWA Mid-South. And the list is actually named after Doug Gilbert because he was the biggest offender. He's got the mic. I'll explain it in a second.
Yes, please do, because I'm curious.
Yeah, and tell us who else on it, too.
I hope we're not on it.
No, you're not. You're booked next week.
God, I hate the southern accent with a passion. I want to stick an earwig in my ear and let it eat at my brain.
Or thumbtack.
What a thumbtack. Should probably cut off in the one.
Those nice cameras.
Superstar. He's not built on D.
I feel myself getting more and more dumb just looking at these fans.
They just want to see blood.
They're vampires. What do you expect?
Homemade IWA security shirts.
Extreme is too overused. That word is just
Yes.
never use that again.
Especially when it
There was nothing
doesn't have an E on the
extreme.
front, just extreme.
Yeah, especially with an X. Then it's really stupid.
That's it.
Didn't Mitch Hedberg have a theory about X?
X? Like ecstasy?
Like X. Right.
Oh, I think. R.I.P. Mitchell.
All right, you know, the reason for the Doug Gilbert list wasn't the excessive promo time that,
But it probably didn't help matter.
but it didn't help matters whatsoever. Okay, finally he lets the microphone go back to Rico.
Stalin.
Okay, Doug Gilbert, no longer in IWA competition. One of the main reasons, or one of the examples that Ian actually gave me for his exit, was after they had somewhat of a falling out. Doug Gilbert actually booked Ian Rotten on a non-existent show on the East Coast. It was like in West Virginia or something. Had Ian drive from Kentucky to the building, and the show didn't exist. Just wanted him to make the trip and show up and see that there wasn't a show, and I don't know why, but that's a really shitty thing to do to anyone.
Yes.
So he's at the top of the list, and some of the other people on the list would be like Todd Morton,
Okay.
Michael Todd Stratton, whatever you want to call him.
Sounds like a character on Miami Vice.
2 first names, never trust them.
Yeah, never. If you were Bryce Michael Remsburg,
Forget it.
It would be over. George David Prazak, done. Commentary would be over.
GD praising.
GD Prazak.
GDP. What can you tell us about Ox Harley, Dave?
Ox Harley competed. He was mainly a deathmatch wrestler. You know, several of the guys in this tournament, like Cash Flow and Rollin' Hard, getting their early deathmatch experience on this event. But Ox is one of the guys that would regularly compete with the likes of an Ian Rotten or a Madman Pondo, you know, Corporal Robinson at a later period of time when he would come in during '98. And you can see Corporal in the crowd at certain periods of this tournament watching. And if you listen to the original commentary track, which may be available on this DVD release, and listen to Ian Rotten, like to, broken over his back, at a point where Corporal's on camera, Ian makes a comment about, hey, look at all these jabroni wrestlers coming here from the other federations, coming to see a real show. In reference to future King of the Deathmatch himself and future IWA champion Corporal Robinson.
And now we go back around to the other side of the building for what kind of
The
shenanigans?
fans are awfully close to a lot of this stuff, too.
They want to get some blood splattered on their clothes so they could show off when they go see their friends after the show.
It's like a Guar concert.
It's like a Gallagher concert.
Bobby Joe and Billie Jean are going to be all turned on by this shit.
Only with light tubes instead of watermelons.
Why you gotta be racist?
What? Come on now, Danger. It's 2005.
Hey, Rollin' Hard has already been eliminated. He didn't have watermelon with him this time, but
What if we would have won with a
Racism is an Olympic sport in these parts.
Good point.
Let's try to break something off.
right into the
Barbed
barbed wire board. Face first goes Ox Harley. I believe Ox's final appearances for IWA were possibly in early 2000. If not that, it was late 99. The last event that I can clearly remember him competing on was one of the early Olytic events, which featured an event which featured like Reckless Youth versus Suicide Kid versus Jay Prodigy, the late Jay Prodigy.
Ah, yes.
Reckless Youth, he doesn't seem like much of a deathmatch kind of guy.
No,
You know, he didn't. He was sort of one of the guys that would bring the technical wrestling to IWA during this
He started
period.
carrying the banner of that end of the wrestling in IWA.
It was him along with Tarek the Great and American Kickboxer that really put the junior heavyweights on the map in IWA.
And
Nice.
IWA was the first
Ew,
place.
Look at that!
Ew!
Yum yum.
biting away. He wants some of that watermelon juice.
IWA was one of the first places to bring Reckless that far from home, from Jersey or Pennsylvania out to the Midwest. And then that led to him getting booked in Michigan and Chicago area, et cetera, et cetera.
Man, this match is an HIV test waiting to happen.
This whole event is an HIV test. Right?
Why don't we have a doctor taking samples in the back?
We could if
Just
it wasn't
like,
8 years ago.
We'll call you in 2 weeks. Let you know what's going on.
Oh,
No,
choking him with a barbed wire.
That's not good.
Oh.
Again, I say death-defying.
Yes.
Should just have one of those HIV cocktails waiting in the back, Come back after deathmatch, pop some pills, drink some juice.
Just quarantine the whole building. They're just stuck in here forever. They can't interbreed with. Oh.
Interbreed?
With anyone. They stay in the building. Can't go in public.
You think these people don't interbreed with themselves already? Look at
Yeah.
the fans. They're like, doors are locked, we can't get out.
Their family-
Come here, Paul, let's hump.
Their family tree doesn't fork.
Down goes Ox Harley.
No leaves, no branches.
Oh yeah, the crowd's gonna be like, no, don't hit him anymore. He's had enough.
The greatest part about death matches and stuff like this is right after they hit somebody with something really dangerous and the guy's gushing blood,
Yeah.
somebody will go, yeah, come on, fuck him up again. Fuck him up. He's in the process of doing said fucking up already.
Yeah.
Not good enough. Never pleased.
Fuck him up, Dougie. Fuck him up. Barbed wire bat.
And then once they garner the applause, then he's hardcore.
Yeah.
Okay, now you know.
You'll notice Dean Baldwin trying to stay as far away from the action as possible
Not a
Everywhere
bad
fucking
idea.
ass.
to avoid the bloodstains on the referee's shirt.
I'm gonna have a gas mask at Tournament of Death this year.
You know who should be in Tournament of Death matches? The Bear.
Yeah.
The bear from
The
Chikara,
Bear,
yes.
The Bear would rule.
The bear.
Oh, Bear.
I don't know if it's hardcore though.
Yeah.
The Bear could bite him. And
He did
eat him.
maul the other referee.
He did.
Yeah.
You were very wise, Bryce, when you
Yeah.
came out with the protective gear.
It's true.
See, did you know it could be a death
Ain't
match
no
when the Bear's
fool.
involved?
Any match with a bear is a death match.
Yeah. Especially when it's an ass-punching bear.
Yeah.
Face first into the barbed wire goes Doug Gilbert. Maybe that'll shut him up a little bit.
Yeah.
Good butt punch. You know what a match like this needs right now? A good headlock.
Good headlock.
Good headlock.
Little hammerlock action.
Yeah.
Who was champion this time, Dave?
Some lucha action. I
Lita.
didn't. Not exactly sure.
Was
At this
the belt
period
in the
of time.
tournament or?
No.
Okay. That's an IWA tradition, putting the belt on the line through the tournaments.
Well, that tradition was started by CM Punk during the 2002 Ted Petty Invitational, and continued on in recent years with Danny Daniels and Eric Cannon.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Petey Williams.
Petey Williams Eric Cannon put an end to Petey Williams' attempt
Yes.
at defending it through the tournament last year. Could be seeing another pile driver right here. Pile driver onto the barbed wire board.
He lost me. You didn't get all of them there, it seems.
Well, now his shirt's ruined. You can dress this man up, but you cannot take Ox Harley out.
Oh, only two.
The jeans tucked in cowboy boots look.
Always a hot look around this time.
Dusty Rhodes is proud.
Yeah.
The knees on the outside of the jeans. Knee
Right,
pads on the outside of the
Little
jeans.
bunkhouse action. Another pile. Ooh.
Two pile drivers. Could that be it?
You gotta cover him.
Wasting too much time flexing. What are you flexing for?
Muscles are very important in death matches. Come on.
Who's he yelling at? Probably saying something to Ian. Put me on your list. I deserve it.
You will create a list. It'll be named after me.
Hey, Ian, I got this show for you to do.
If you people don't shut up, I'm never coming back here again. Well, you're never coming back here again anyway.
All right, see ya.
Again, giving his opponent a lot of time to recover right here, as Ox making his way back to his feet.
After two pile drivers on barbed wire.
You think he'd go for a cover? I don't know. Call me crazy.
You have good deathmatch strategy, Allison Danger.
Crazy.
I think you need to enter yourself into competition. Back drops him over top.
It'd be a deathmatch match with you.
Not with me. I retired after my match with Lacey.
What, did you guys get hardcore?
No, I just retired because it wasn't very good.
There's no hair
What about
pulling.
that match with Sherry Martel?
Yeah, that wasn't very good either.
Come on, Prazak. You and I could tear the house
He's
down.
modest.
Barbed wire raked into the forehead once again.
He was doing 450s to
What's
the
the-
outside. Prazak will never tell you
Yeah.
that, though.
What?
And biting away once again.
Ah,
Getting a little bit of taste of the action.
nasty.
Make the guy bleed? He's blood, sure.
I'd drink a bottle of Purell right now.
Sanitary.
How funny it'd be to just come out and throw like a bottle of rum at somebody right now.
Oh, burn.
Burn.
Or just rubbing alcohol.
Like that 70s show. Burn.
Yeah, burn. To the throat.
Doug Gilbert, the rope's basically the only thing keeping him on his feet.
See, if somebody used my gun strategy, this show would have ended a lot sooner.
How about a knife? Just pull a switchblade.
Make it like beat it.
Yeah.
Death
Tie together.
defying, death
It's
defying.
dancing
Big
behind
slam
the wall.
off the top onto the barbed wire boards.
It'll be like West Side Story.
Barbed wire to the kidney, never good.
That's it.
And it gets Doug Gilbert to the next round of the tournament. Please keep the microphone away from him. Thank you, Rico.